Freedom Movement, and in this video we're going to talk about posting ads on Facebook. Facebook is loaded with multiple hundreds of advertising groups where you can post an ad and lead traffic from Facebook to your desired destination. Now, what you will see most people do in Facebook groups is lead with their business, lead with their opportunity, lead with their product. What most people who are doing this find out is that it's not a very effective way to build their business. This is why we started Family Freedom Movement. Family Freedom Movement was created to lead with something fresh and new and have something that was going to cause people to think and make a response based on their emotional connection to their family and their desire to be free. And then obviously the incentive that we are using for this marketing system is passing down our personal referrals so that people can be at home with their family full time. And this is what we are advertising on Facebook groups, and the results have been phenomenal. So today I'm going to show how to create the ads that we are utilizing here on Facebook for the purposes of funneling traffic over to our marketing system and building a mailing list. Okay, now the first thing I recommend that you do is visit a website called MediaChance.com and click the downloads button and download the 30-day trial of RealDraw Pro 5. This is the piece of software I've been using for at least a decade now to create all of my graphics, and I still use it to this day. Once the 30-day trial is over with, it's $55 for the unlimited license. So a fantastic business investment for people that want to create their own graphic ads. Once you have downloaded and installed RealDraw Pro 5, this is what you're going to see when you log in. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go up here to Project, and you're going to select Size and Color, and you're going to change that from the standard setting to 600 by 300. Click OK. So you have a rectangle that looks just like this. Now, based on the mission of the Family Freedom Movement, which is basically a warm market network that we are building, our message is simple. Where would you rather be today? Because our objective is to create as many new full-time home business owners as we can over a 3 to 6 month period. So the images that we utilize are very simple. We have an image here of a guy falling asleep at his desk and an image here of a man and his family out on the beach, and we ask a simple question: where would you rather be today? Now, there are two primary resources where I get my images, audio, and video. One of those is BigStockPhoto.com. You can get a ton of different images as cheap as $2.99 each. I also use Video Blocks, and you can also find a lot of images through Google by clicking on the Images tab there and seeing what comes up based on what it is that you want to search for. You know, tons of images. Just make sure they're not copyrighted. Here's an example of one that's copyrighted here and for sale on another site. So, and the objective being to contrast here. Where would you rather be today in regards to our marketing system? You know, working late at the job or being on the beach with your family and not having to worry about money anymore. Now, the mechanics of creating these ads are simple. You can see that I've just basically shrunk these images down and fit them within my rectangle at the size that I need them. And you'll see how I've overlapped one with the other to kind of make them centered. Okay, and then the text, I just click the two A's over here on the left and then click again, and I can create my text here and here, and then I just use a drop shadow and a glow feature over here on the left to give it that little bit of 3D effect and put the border on the outside edge. And in a later video I'll go into more detail as to how to do that. But if you go in here and play with the software, it's not real complicated. Here, let me just show you real quick. As long as I've got you here, I'll just do this again. Where would you rather be today? Okay. I'll keep this up here where it's easy to see. Over here on the left hand side you have a bevel pane and an effects pane. What you're going to do is you're going to double click on that effects pane until effects show up right there. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a drop shadow on that, and you'll see how that shadow appeared there. That gives my shadow its depth. That adjusts my shadow light and dark, and this basically makes it sharp or fuzzy, sharp or blurry. So once I have my shadow set, I do a copy and I do a paste. Then I go over and change it to a glow. Select the color of the border that I want on there. Then I dial that in tight so it's very sharp on one end and very dark on the other. Then I copy, paste, copy, paste. And actually you don't need to do a copy paste again, just keep pasting until you get the desired effect on the border that you're looking for. And it's really just that simple to create high quality graphics that are going to be attractive to people. So once you've finished creating your ad, you go over here to File, Bitmap Export, and export it as a JPEG. Click Export, and you'll see I've already saved this one here. I've called it Emotion. So we just save that there. And then I create pre-written content to go with those. In this case, I'm going to be using a testimonial as to those people that are participating in Family Freedom Movement. And then I'll go back to Facebook groups, click Post Photos and Videos, select the image I want to use, paste my text in the box, and click Post. And then I belong to at least 100 or more of these groups, and I will usually post to 10 or so at a time, and then I will wait 25 to 30 minutes and then I will post again. Might want to wait a little longer than that. You might want to do 10 maybe every hour or so. You might be able to push the envelope to 15, but take into consideration that too much posting will get your account suspended for a couple of days. So post at your own risk. It's better to go slow and steady than to go out there and go too fast and lose your Facebook account, especially if you had a lot of friends and you've been building your Facebook account over a long period of time. But this is as simple as it is. It's just finding these groups that allow advertising, and there's a ton of them out there. All you got to do is search for advertising groups up here in the search bar. We'll do one more here. Same thing. And this particular group of ads leads to our lead capture page, which creates our mailing list, brings us a ton of full form leads over here that we then call and sign up into our primary business opportunity if there's a good fit. So I hope you found this video useful. If you'd like to learn more about what we're doing or participate, just pop over to Facebook and do a search for Family Freedom Movement. Click on the group, send us a request, and we'll be happy to add you to the group. So on behalf of everyone who is participating in Family Freedom Movement, God bless you. Have a fantastic day.